Welcome to Live at 5. I'm Matt Harrelson, and we're being joined in, I guess, what is turning out to be our weekly segment with Joey Bennett, Director of Cole Auditorium at Richmond Community College. Joey, we, of course, appreciate you being here again this week.
Absolutely.
Now, I know you're here to talk about the inaugural Fidelity Bank Series Classic Rock and Country Series. However, I do want to ask you about last week's show, The Beatles, the ballet first. So how was that?
Absolutely. It was fantastic. We had lots of people that were just clamoring over it. A lot of people already asking us to bring them back next year. Phenomenal show, very creative, lots of different types of dance represented, lots of groovy costumes, if you will.
Sure, yeah.
But a fantastic evening by some outstanding athletes and outstanding performers.
You guys been getting a lot of positive feedback, though?
Very much so. People were leaving. They again were just asking me, have them back, please have them back.
Sounds good. Well, I'm sure that's going to be the feedback you get from the next show, which, as I mentioned, is going to be part of the Classic Rock and Country Series. So Craig Morgan is going to be here on Saturday, February 23rd. So tell us all about that.
Absolutely. We're very excited to kick off this inaugural season, as Matt mentioned, of the Fidelity Bank Classic Rock and Country Series with Craig Morgan. He is a performer that country music fans know his music very well. May not recognize his name right off, but they seem to recognize his hits. So we're very excited about it.
Yeah, and I was reading his bio before we started taping here. He was actually at the Grand Ole Opry, which if you're a country music fan and more so a country music artist, that's like the grand echelon of country, isn't it?
Absolutely. That is the who's who of country music.
Also, I saw in there, because we're going to be talking about the VFW during today's show, is Craig Morgan also a veteran, correct?
A former veteran, served some time in the military. So very interesting.
Very cool. So continuing the Rock and Country Festival, there's actually 3 shows that make this up. So talk a little bit about who's going to be following up, Craig.
Absolutely. So just a couple of days forward from Craig's show on March 5th, we'll have a group called Hotel California. This is an Eagles tribute band. The Eagles, of course, a huge classic rock country, kind of hard to fit the Eagles in one musical box as such, but a tribute band. This group is actually from Canada, but they are phenomenal. Got some great video of them on their website and on our page as well. So a great group that we're really looking forward to have.
And then going from some Canadians singing about California to North Carolina's very own Scotty McCreery.
Absolutely. We're really excited to be able to offer Scotty McCreery this year. We wanted a big headlining name to kick off the series the right way in the inaugural year. So we're closing the series, the 3-show series, with Scotty McCreery. Of course, was on American Idol from Garner, North Carolina. A lot of local fans and a lot of fans from up around the Raleigh area already clamoring for tickets there.
Sure. And then kind of intertwined in there, of course, is part of the DeWitt series, which the Beatles Ballet was. And we've got another event. This time it's going to be Broadway,
Absolutely.
right?
Broadway Tonight Live is our next DeWitt series show. So we're very excited about that. A musical review type show. If you came out for the Motown show, it'll be much like that with Broadway music rather than Motown. It'll be a band playing all the Broadway favorites.
All right, so lots going on, as always, at the Cole. So Valentine's Day is this week, but that doesn't mean that you can't get Valentine's Day tickets for the Craig Morgan concert. So if you haven't gotten them yet, let folks know how they can do that.
Absolutely. Just give us a call, even until 4:30 Thursday afternoon. We'll help you out with Valentine's Day. So just give us a call at 910-410-1691, or come by the box office. We're open from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, and 8 until 2:30 on Friday.
All right, there you go. Heard it here first. You want tickets, that's how you do it. Otherwise, you've already got them. You get to hear some great shows. So, Joey, we really appreciate it once again. I guess maybe we'll see you next week?
Yes, absolutely. Let's do it again.
Sounds good. Well, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we've got your news, sports, and weather. It's all coming up right after the break.
This is the Sandhills official classic rock station and home of the hit morning show, Good Morning Sandhills. This is the Classic Rock.
I'm Joey Bennett, Director of Cole Auditorium, and this is Emily Tucker from the Richmond County Chamber of Commerce, and we're here in the Cole Auditorium. We've got a whole new series of shows we're announcing for 2019, and we're very excited about who we're bringing to Richmond County.
So, Joey, what do I have to look forward to?
We have 3 fabulous shows that we're so excited about that are going to be right here at Cole Auditorium. Scotty McCreery, Craig Morgan, and Hotel California.
And where do I go to find these tickets?
You call us here at the box office, 910-410-1691, or come by and see us.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can.
23 boxes packed full of snacks, playing cards, and other items are on their way to Bagram Airfield in Afghanistan with love from Richmond County. Members of the VFW Post 4203 Auxiliary and other community volunteers spent part of Sunday afternoon filling the boxes bound for the U.S. Army 204th Clearance Company, the Auxiliary's adopted unit this year. A table on the back wall of the VFW was lined with packages of cereal and nutrition bars, candy, Pop-Tarts, beef jerky, bottles of Texas Pete hot sauce, and more as the volunteers loaded the boxes as full as they could get them. Auxiliary President Robin Roberts and her daughter Raven went to Sam's Club in Matthews, using money raised during last year's Rocking for Veterans concert to buy the supplies. Tony Maples and Jessica Davis also brought thank you notes from students at Mineral Springs Elementary and Cordova Middle. This year's adopted unit has ties to the local VFW. Cody Giddens, who is in the unit, is the nephew of Junior Vice Commander Vernon LaVore. 3 other boxes were sent to local troops stationed in Japan and South Korea. Robin said there were some leftovers which will be sent to families of auxiliary members who will soon be deployed. Out of the 3 years the Auxiliary has presented Rocking for Veterans, this is the second year proceeds have gone toward troops overseas. The first year, funds were raised to help pay for the Iwo Jima Memorial and Veterans Memorial Park near the VFW. The 2017 show raised $1,800 to provide care packages to the 774th Expeditionary Airlift Squadron. Richmond Community College invites the public to attend a showcase of all its programs and services at the Richmond CC Guarantee Celebration and Open House on Thursday, March 7th. Every college program and service offered at Richmond CC will be on display at the Cole Auditorium from 5:30 to 7 p.m., and people will have an opportunity to speak one-on-one with instructors who will be showcasing their programs. The college will also be raffling off a 55-inch flat-screen television in addition to other prizes. This annual event is held in conjunction with the celebration of high school seniors who qualify for the Richmond CC Guarantee. Their outstanding academic achievements during high school have qualified them for free college tuition and fees at Richmond CC for the 2019-2020 and 2020-21 academic years. Invitations have been mailed to 270 high school seniors from the college's service area for this year's celebration. Since the guarantee began in the fall of 2016, 213 students have been able to take advantage of free tuition and fees at Richmond CC. The event is free and open to the public. Staff members from financial aid and student services will be on hand to help parents and students complete required paperwork and answer questions about the Richmond CC Guarantee. For more information about 2 years free tuition and fees at Richmond CC, visit richmondcc.edu/guarantee. A federal judge sentenced a former NC Board of Elections official to 2 months in federal prison, followed by a year of supervised release for assisting a non-citizen to vote. U.S. Attorney Robert Higdon announced on Friday that Judge Louise Wood Flanagan also ordered Wake County resident Denslow Allen Page, age 66, to pay a $250 fine and a $25 special assessment. The case is part of a larger action involving 19 foreign nationals indicted last by a grand jury in Wilmington. Court records show Page, who was a paid election worker, advised Guadalupe Espinoza Pena, a Mexican citizen, to register and vote in the 2016 general election. She knew Espinoza Pena, her boyfriend, was a legal permanent resident but not a U.S. citizen, according to news reports at the time. Espinoza Pena had been denied naturalization twice. Page urged him to vote to make his voice heard, and she assisted him in completing his voter registration form. He then voted at a Wake County polling site. Falsely claiming U.S. citizenship to vote carries a maximum sentence of 6 years imprisonment and a $350,000 fine. Page said she intentionally left the citizenship question unanswered and submitted the form to a Board of Elections official. Someone at the Board of Elections checked yes in the citizenship block. All right, and we return. Kelsey Rushing has your Live at 5 weather report. More rain on the way. We'll let you know right after this.
At Kyocera, we see your company differently. We see your documents, how they're accessed, what it takes to keep them secure, and how well your workflow is flowing.
Kyocera helps your entire document infrastructure run more efficiently, securely, and cost-effectively.
And what we see is an opportunity to integrate all of it.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
Today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by McHenry's Uptown Cafe, which is actually behind us, right as you can see on this office cam. It's right on the very end of the parking lot. And of course, going into the temperatures for tomorrow, as you can tell, it's been pretty much wet most of the day. It started raining early this morning, and it is expected to rain some more tomorrow. Of course, Fayetteville and Lumberton, it's more in the 50s and 40%, but of course, Fayetteville will have a high of 72 with a low of 47, and then Lumberton high of 74 at low of 49. Rayford also has that percentage of 50 or 40% with the high of 72 and a low of 46, but everywhere else on the other side of the map is about a 70% chance of rain. And of course, Southern Pines high 70, low of 44, Laurinburg high 74, low of 47, and Bennettsville high 75, low of 46. And of course, going closer to us with Ellery at a high of 69, which is the lowest temperature on this weather map, with a low of 44, and then Rockingham high 72, low of 45, and Wadesboro high 71, low of 44. And of course, going into the 5-day weather forecast, as I said, 70% chance of rain with a high of 71 and a low of 45. And for those of you who like the 70% weather that we had earlier on in the week, or you're definitely gonna be happy about tomorrow. Maybe not so much the rain, but at least it'll be a little bit warm. And of course, the sun will be back on Wednesday with a high of 60 and a low of 35. Thursday has a high of 65 and a low of 48, and it will also be quite sunny. But the rain will be back on Friday with a 70% chance with a high of 64 and a low of 51. And of course, Saturday, it's gonna be sunny, high of 60 and a low of 33. So it's gonna be pretty much in the 60s most of the week. And of course, that's gonna do it for your Live 5 weather report. When we get back, we got your RO Sports Update, and it's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned.
Families. Whether it's the incredible hospitality at the Haven House or from the comfort of your own home, you can count on Hospice to be there for you. We also offer monthly grief support groups, and our chaplain will be there to hold your hand in prayer. Through our amazing staff and our volunteers, Hospice has made difficult times easier for our community. Call the number on your screen if you feel that you or your loved one may benefit from our services. Richmond County Hospice. Peace, comfort, dignity.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. We are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 7 curricular programs entirely online, including our university transfer degree. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College, local college, big impact. The Raider varsity basketball team extended its SAC winning streak to 8 games Friday against Lumberton High School, the same team it beat to get it started just under a month ago. Playing with a totally different bounce since last losing to Hoke County High School on January 8th, The Raiders continued that vibe Friday, out-muscling the Pirates in a physical matchup for a 79-65 win. It was almost an identical score to their first matchup of the season, and the final score inside Raider Gymnasium marked a season high for Richmond against an SAC opponent. Senior shooting guard Rod Newton continued to be electric, dropping a game-high 20 points and connected for 5 three-pointers in the win. Aiding him off the bench was fellow senior Xavier Pettigrew, who netted 17 points. Friday's victory put Richmond in a two-way tie with Pinecrest High School for second place, with each school having identical 8-4 conference records. The Raiders and Patriots split the regular season series, making Tuesday's senior night game against 71st crucial for the SAC regular season title and SAC tournament seeding. Tip-off against the Falcons is set for 7:30 p.m. in Rockingham with the regular season title on the line. Despite starting his senior wrestling season late because of an extended run in the football playoffs and battling a nagging ankle injury, senior Skylar Standridge emerged victorious during the 4A Midwest Regional Wrestling Tournament over the weekend at Davie County High School. The Raider wrestled his way to the state tournament, punching his ticket thanks to a fourth-place finish in the 220-pound weight class. Standridge was the only Raider to qualify, with a handful of his teammates just missing out. Standridge improved his overall record to 14-6 by collecting 3 wins in his 5 regional matches. Earning a team-high 11 points during the 2-day event for Richmond, he opened by pinning Silas Murphy. Standridge's bid for a state title will start Thursday at the Greensboro Coliseum. The 4A state tournament will begin at 2:30 p.m., and Standridge is expected to wrestle around 4 p.m. Friday's SAC showdown between Richmond and Lumberton High Schools was a game that head Lady Raider coach Teddy Mosley told his team it needed to win. Using a pair of double-digit scores, the Lady Raiders overcame a 12-point halftime deficit, put together a strong third-quarter performance, and put on a defensive clinic to force overtime. After tying the game in the closing seconds of regulation, the Lady Raider offense went flat in the 4-minute overtime period and fell 46-42. With the loss, Richmond moved to 10-11 overall and 6-6 in SAC play. They currently sit alone in third place behind 3 teams tied for second. The Lady Raiders will be back in action on Tuesday at home against 71st High School for senior night. Tip-off is set for 6 p.m. And that's going to do it for another edition of Live at 5. Be sure to keep up with all the latest from the RO by going to richmondobserver.com or by downloading the free RO app for your Android and Apple devices. And be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sand Hills Monday through Friday and catch the RO Sports Show each Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. For the Live at 5 crew, I'm Matt Harrelson. Have a good night, Richmond County.